I'm actually gonna wear my lipstick to work today. And I'm gonna go in 30 minutes, well, an hour early, but I gotta leave 30 minutes early because since I'm getting off from school, I don't leave my job at 2 o'clock. I can't leave it at can't leave it at 2:30. I feel like I will be pushing it too bad and I don't want to do that. So on this shirt real quick. I'm gonna be to work till 8:30. So this is kind of my look. I got on some a black shirt and some Adidas. Yes. Good morning, good morning, Joshua. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm just gonna wear this to work today. Nothing the lipstick look is giving grown woman skin. I think it's cute. I like it. I'm about to try to run to the store real quick with my some oatmeal. Oh, thank you. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Odie. Thank you. I love you guys. It's something different. Y'all know I've never had it on, so I'm trying something different today just to, kind of be a grown woman, you know? So thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you. Went into the store, go get Noah some oatmeal real quick. I'm gonna iron his shit real quick. And we'll run to the I'm gonna run to the grocery store, get him some oatmeal. But he likes eating oatmeal in the morning, and oatmeal is healthy for him. And then I had to make his I work my first job every day. Every freaking day. I was even trying to work to my second job today if I could have. I would have did something like 48, something real quick. But obviously, I don't think my mom will let me. But so I'm just trying to see. And then he got taekwondo today, so if I don't go to work, then he can go to taekwondo. But well, I don't have nobody bringing me taekwondo. That's the only problem. And it's funny because my mom, right? I said, dang. I said, this guy probably can't bring him to school, pick him up from school, bring him to taekwondo, or drop him off. My mom was like, well, he has a life too. I said, I know. I'm saying, like, I genuinely be trying to tell people this man has a life outside of me. He has a real life that he does real things in, needing me. So he knows there's never no hate. It's always love on my end. And I get it. So even though sometimes he be making me mad though. So I'm about to try to go to the store real quick to get him some oatmeal. And his little shirt, his socks on, his boxers, and his uniform for school. I'm ironing his shirt. I want to get him a haircut, but now no time wasn't he wants some braids. I'm like, boy. And the good thing is my mom knows how to braid. So my mom can be braiding his hair, not me. And my mom will braid me and my sister hair. So good luck, mom, because now you got no head. Well, she don't got half a set, but my mom says she don't mind braiding his hair. I want to cut no hair, right? Well, I don't want to cut it, but I want a barber to cut no hair, right? And then I start, treating his hair. You mean it's his father. Noah's father has beautiful hair. Sorry to see that. I mean, he might cuss me out, but it's not that. Like I've always loved his father's hair. To me because the first thing that attracted me to his father was his hair. He has some beautiful thick hair. Oh my goodness, I love my son father hair. And I mean not say love because I don't want him to be like, oh no, but well, no, I do. I love his hair. I do. He has some beautiful thick hair. Hopefully he doesn't see this because Lord, he gonna get offended. So no problem. But I will always love his hair though. Not him, his hair. Just his hair. Clarification. Y'all don't mind me. Yeah, don't mind my little suit behind. All right, baby shirt is ironed. And somebody probably like, why is this girl laughing so early in the morning? Listen, I'm a morning person, so don't mind my silliness in the morning, okay? And I gotta pay for his matter of fact, I need to go see. I probably could actually go pay for that now. If anything. Let me go. 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 Let me go and see if I go pay for that stuff right now. We went Monday, and since Monday, like when the kids don't got school, you gotta pay an extra $25 fee for wakeman, for the kids to stay there from 8 to 6, which I don't think it's bad. I mean, but I already gotta pay the 25 to go. I don't know. You're not feel iffy about that. Come with me, y'all. Hold on. Oh no, it wasn't on mute. Sorry. Hopefully they don't listen and get me off because I was trying to mute it. No, honey, it's time for wake up for school. I gotta bear with me. Give me like 2 seconds because I gotta wake him up and run to the store. Noah, 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 come on, it's time for school. Hey, you want to see how I have to wake him up? Do y'all want to see? Come on, fly, move. Noah, Noah. I just ready to. Noah, Noah, come on, you got school. Noah, come on, because I gotta run to the grocery. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Go. You're welcome, baby. Go, get up though. Come on. No, I cannot. I have to go to work. No, what are you gonna be in trouble for? So no, that's your responsibility, not mine. You're supposed to, you know what you're supposed to grab when you go to school. So if you are in trouble, that is your fault. You can sit up here and grab all these toys, but you strategically keep forgetting your homework and stuff like that, and you keep forgetting your journal. So I don't want to hear you gonna be in trouble again. That's your problem, not mine. Learn to grab what you need when you before you leave school. I'm so tired of hearing, oh, I forgot this and I forgot that. Well, you don't forget about toys, so I don't want to hear it. It is your responsibility as a fourth grader to know what you need to grasp. It's called a sense of responsibility. Here, come fold this stuff up. Wash your hands, come fold this stuff up. Let's go. It's the morning time. It's time for you to get ready for school because I got to go to work soon. Huh? Like what? I don't understand why you saying all this stuff right now. Like what? I'm about to run to the grocery store real fast. So what do you want? You got to tell me because I only got a little bit of time to get you something. What type of sandwich? Ham and cheddar, ham and cheese, what? Crazy. Like, I don't understand. I don't even know what sneakers are. Y'all see the infant switch up? Y'all see it, right? Oh my goodness. Not all, like I have a habit of asking them, what do you want the day before? Because I know it's gonna be something different. I'm like, okay. So I usually like to give them at least two options to choose from, right? All of a sudden now you should take me want something for lunch. Why not say something when I was out yesterday? And I always ask him, I always ask. I gotta be in the highway by 8 o'clock because I picked up the extra hour at work. And now it's like every time I pick up hours, I'm telling you, something always happens every freaking time. And I gotta hurry up and rush out of here and freaking go get him something. All right, come on, Papa, up. Let's go. It's amazing. I gotta keep telling you, you gotta stop waiting for the last minute. I'm about to run to the grocery store. Huh? No, you have to go get ready for school. What do you mean? What do you do? Take a bath. No, everything is right on the ironing board. I just ironed your shirt. You gotta ask your grandmother, cause this I don't know how y'all function here. It's retarded. He said he need his washcloth and stuff. Isn't he supposed to know where all that stuff is already? I'm about to go get him something for school. Clarification. I did not say he was retarded. I said the way they function there is retarded. One minute my mother put stuff to where he know what is the next minute she like I don't know. I don't know how they operate there. I can't stand staying here. Yeah. Right. What? Who said? Are you lying? Are you serious? I'll text your teacher. What the? When the hell did it become? Oh, it better not be no goddamn half day. It better not because I'm gonna start cussing. Damn, they just was out of school Monday. What the? Yo, how the hell up here? You know what? Now I see why. Now I get it. I get it. I see why women become strippers. I don't hear. I get it because ditch. How the hell y'all expect somebody to work? There is no way, yo. There's no way. I swear it better not be no half a day. It better not because I'ma start cussing. Yo, like what the? When did? Oh, the kids was just up to 'em, and then on top of that, let me tell y'all. Monday, right? When the kids was out of school, Monday night, right? Shout out to all the strippers, by the way. I'm just saying. Monday night, I was at my second job. My mom and my aunt told me, and they was like, "Oh, the kids don't got school Tuesday." I said, "There's no way." I said, "There's no way they have school out Monday, school out Tuesday." And then I did look at the calendar. So I thought that yesterday, instead of them not having school, I thought that they had to have day because I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I know that the kids had school Monday. I know that they had school Tuesday. I don't know nothing about no half a day. Like, what? When the that shit happened? I don't understand. Like, how do y'all, like, honest to God, and at this point, I don't give a damn who would sit up here and down me for being a single mother. But how in the hell do you expect a parent that is single to work? Honest to God, when 9 times out of 10, a mother has to go off of her child's schedule pertaining to school and or extracurriculum activities. What the? Am I tripping? I know my mom, right? My mom was like, "Oh my goodness, you need to look at the calendar more better." I'm like, "Ma, I do, but y'all telling me that it's not school, then y'all saying that is a half a day, and then I'm hearing that is a whole day." I'm like, I don't. I'm like, what you? I don't know. What you want me to do? And I assume, which I was right, that the kids did have school Tuesday because I was like, I said, ain't nobody say nothing about the kids not having school Tuesday. I said, I'm like, no. I said, there's no way. I'm like, so if I'm a single mother and if I'm struggling and if I'm trying to work, right, and bust my ass and do this and do that, did she really just stand in the middle of the street like she know God personally? Oh, she got his number, boo. Let me get it. Right? If I'm a single mother and I'm struggling and I'm genuinely trying to work and bust my ass and do what I gotta do, how do y'all expect for me to do that when these kids are out of school more than they are in school? Listen, out of all due respect, I can understand you saying no excuses, but at the end of the day, it does become an excuse when you are a single parent and you have nobody to help you watch your child. So you're going off of, all right, they in school for this many hours, I could work this many hours. But then is that, but then it becomes they get sick, something go wrong, they fall. And I feel like with Noah school, I promise you, they call me about every little thing. I'm like, yo, stop calling me. He's fine. Like, stop. I'm not coming to get him. And then with two school, right? Two school has this thing to where if you late a certain amount of time, they call DCF. And I didn't know that, right? I didn't know that. So I always have like this fear of being late, getting him. That's why I can't leave at 2:30 because if I leave at 2:30, I'm not gonna make it here in time to get him from school. So with me trying to pick up 30 minutes, well, with me trying to pick up an hour, I'm losing 30 minutes. But if he has a half a day, I'm only gonna be able to do 8:30 to like 12. So my whole thing is I don't get it. Or sometimes they'll be like, oh, there's no school, and then they'll change it the next day. Oh, well, they got a half a day, or up they have like what? And people be so, and this is my thing, people be so hard on these mothers who genuinely are trying to bust their ass and do what they need to do for their kid. I totally agree with the parent ahead. I get that. But at the same time, though, if you got something on, on standpoint, and then something changes your end, it changes on everybody else's then after that because now you have to go off of, okay, well, this is what I thought. Now I got to think of something else. Like for me, I always try to use my mom or my best friend as my backup, to be honest with you. But 9 times out of 10, it don't go that way. It don't. Like yesterday, I had to ask my best friend, can he go to my house to go get Noah's medicine? He couldn't. And mind you, yesterday I picked up a shift. I did 8 to 3:30 at my first job. And then as soon as I went to my second job, I clocked in. So I ended up working from 4 to 9:30. So my mom she had medicine, but she didn't have enough. My mindset is bills, 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 providing, providing, providing. I have been lacking on calling Noah's doctors. Even though he had doctor's appointments coming up, I have been lacking with calling them. Right. I have been lacking with like cleaning up my house. Y'all know my house isn't dirty, but like, tidying up or vacuuming and things like that. Other than that, y'all know my house stay clean. But I have been lacking with cooking, right? Because y'all always see me eating out. I have been lacking because I've been picking up so many hours at work. So now it's in the nature of, girl, you gotta, something gotta give. You gotta take and give. You gotta push and pull from somewhere. But when I'm doing it by myself, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? And I never want nobody to be like, oh my goodness, she want a pity party. That's never the case. But at the end of the day, like I am genuinely trying to work as much as I can to provide a roof over his head. But at the same time, I don't want to neglect him or being a mother to him or, cleaning my house or cooking, like, or motherly things that I don't want to neglect those things. That's what I'm saying. And it feels like with me working the way I've been working, I'm neglecting that. And I don't like that because that mentally starts to bother me. Because I want to spend time with him. I want to take no places. I want to do things with him. Of course, I want to do things like that with my child. Who wouldn't? Well, let me speak for me. I would, but it's tough when you got car insurance coming up, and you got to make sure that you can pay car insurance and rent and phone bill or active curriculum school activities or taekwondo is just always something. It's something that I love that song. And that's not offensive. If you could do everything by yourself as a single parent, I'm cool with it. But let me tell you something, I can't because at the end of the day, I work two jobs. So I'm always gonna, I don't want to say rely on somebody, but yes, I'm always gonna need help. And I, like I told y'all before, I'm not gonna, and this is just my personal perspective. I used to feel that me needing help, something was wrong with me because I felt like I should have been able to do it all by myself. But honest to God, I cannot. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm sorry because I need help. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Because I can see if I wasn't doing what I needed to do for my son, then that would be a reason for me to say, okay, okay, I'm not doing anything. But I do everything under the sun for my son to make sure that he got this, make sure he got that. I'm not gonna apologize for needing help. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not saying that that's what you're saying. Of course, I'm not saying that. I wouldn't. I would never. But knowing that I'm a single mother is tough. And I keep telling people, I'm pretty sure nobody looks at their life and says, "Hey, I want to be a single mother. Hey, I don't want to have a family. Hey, I don't want to have a foundation. Hey, I don't want to have stability." I want all those things. I just ain't got it yet. Give me a second. I'm at the grocery store, so I'm gonna keep commenting because I can see. I'm out the store. 3201. Somebody said, "You got this, though, not the end of the world." Don't get me wrong, right? So I understand that logic. I do. And I'm not gonna say sometimes it felt like the end of the world, but sometimes it definitely can become too much. 100%. I'll say, please send this in my car. Okay. Okay. So that's done. Now, the good thing is I don't have to be to work till 8:30. I gotta be on the highway by 8. So thank God everything is close proximity. I'll be fine. Um, I do I'm not the type of person that if I don't need the help, I'm not gonna ask for it. Right. But my thing is this though. There's no way in the world I can figure all this stuff out by myself because, and let me be very honest, like my best friend, he even helps me with medical decisions for Noah, and even my mom. Like I'll always ask them, well, what do you guys think of this or what do you guys think of that before I make a decision. Never gonna sit here and say, oh my goodness, I'm asking for help, so that's bad. I will never feel bad about asking for help because to be very honest with you, God did put people on this earth you know, to help each other. And there is a time and a place in everybody's life when you're gonna need help. And I don't subject myself anything negative or anything lower because I need help sometimes with picking him up or dropping him off. I can see, right? If you ask me, I think that people that need help because they're trying, I feel like they get looked at in a negative light because it becomes, oh, you always need help with this or you always need help with that. Respectfully speaking, be careful what you say because that same person that you may be sitting up there talking about some, oh, you always need help. God may have it to where so that you end up needing them. I don't care what nobody say. Sometimes in life, you're gonna need help. And I think that when people put their pride to the side and actually understand that and acknowledge that, it's okay. You will never tell somebody because you need help, you're wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Never let someone. I do have Cash App. My Cash App is Panda Bear 11240. That's my Cash App. Um, that's my Terrence had asked me my Cash App. And I used to feel that way. Like I used to be embarrassed because I had to ask for help. But let me tell you something. As I became a mother, I said, bitch, tough. Can you pick him up? Can you drop him off? Can you take him there? Can you take him there? Like, listen, was asking everybody. I remember one time, right? It was that my cousin I brought him to class, and then my other cousin had picked him up from class. It was just that I literally, in that moment, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I literally leaned on my family because, and predominantly speaking, I've noticed in my family, it's the girls. Like we have more cars than the boys. I don't know why that is, but the ladies have more cars. So I was damn near texting every girl cousin that I knew. I'm like, can you bring him back? Can you bring him back? Can you bring him back? Like, so I leaned on my family. That's why I tell you guys, God put people in your life for a reason. Don't ever be embarrassed or ashamed because you need help with something from somebody. I don't care who you are, baby. You can't do everything by yourself. And I will always tell my son, never be afraid or ashamed to ask help because I feel when you become, I get the, get the logic behind wanting to do everything by yourself. I understand. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, oh, I don't need nobody. I can do it by myself. Baby, you only fooling yourself. And to be very honest with you, when you do put your pride to the side, you will notice that you won't hurt yourself. If you are sitting up there and you're asking for help, don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Because when you feel that you could do everything by yourself, you lack. You do. Because where someone can pick up where you fall short at, you're going to fall even shorter. And never be afraid or embarrassed to ask for help. I don't care who you are, who your family is, what you're going through. And this is my thing. I always say, but just be careful with who you ask help to. You understand what I'm saying? You got to just be careful. Because, sometimes you can't ask. No, I'm not saying you can sit up here and ask somebody for help. Look, I'm not saying that. Oh, Lord, I can't see none coming from up here. Now, I'm not saying that. You can't ask everybody for help, but you definitely can ask some people for help, and some people don't mind. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's okay to say, "Hey, cuz, can you spot me a few bucks till next week?" When you know that that's the cousin that's not going to talk about it or something of that nature, or, "Oh, hey, Bestie, can you pick my daughter up from school because I gotta work?" I mean, I think that as a family, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, as a community, we should be able to support together. 100% so. Because when we pull together as one, we get more done. I don't care what nobody say. That's why I will always say, never be ashamed to ask for help. Because when you actually realize that you can pull together and it works without you being embarrassed or ashamed, it works. Like it can, honestly, God, dream work really makes the team work. Um, my cash app is Panda Bear 11240. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up here. And no, I'm just putting it up here because he asked. So I'm not saying that nobody got it because people be on here bugging. They be like, "Oh my goodness, you want no?" Like when people ask me what is it, I put it up here because they asked me. That's not Cash App, my love. You see it right there? I just hate when this thing gets in my freaking way and y'all can't see my face. Do you got it? Because I want to end up taking this off so that way y'all can see my face. But seriously, don't ever be ashamed to ask for help. And I tell people, I genuinely believe that as a family and even as a community, like I keep telling you guys, when we pull together and we do something as one, yo, we are literally unstoppable. I don't care what race you are, what ethnicity you are, what gender you are, what you want to be, what you was born. When we pull together as one, we can get things done. And that's something I will always believe in that. I got it. And it's raining hard too. Oh Lord. I must have messed up my knees. My knees hurting so bad. It hurt terrible. Now in his shirt, everything is huh? All right. I don't know. I really don't know. My knees. That's some cereal. She got 4 boxes of oatmeal, some snacks, and some water. Oh my, I know, but he just asked me. What bottle? That's Noah's. Bye, Mom. Thank you. I cannot. Can I take this off now, hon? What's the matter? It's in here. It is pouring. What the heck? Ooh, somebody done made got mad because it is pouring, honey. But yeah. So like at the end of the day, you don't ever be ashamed to ask them for help. And I will always tell somebody that because I genuinely believe that it's okay to ask for help because you're a human. And I think that's where a lot of people, I personally think that's where a lot of people, honestly, God, do go wrong. That they just want to try to be so self, like, oh, I can do this, I don't need you. No, baby, you do. Sometimes you got to just take you out of it because at the end of the day, you're gonna need somebody. I don't care if it's somebody you never met. I don't care if it's a cousin that you can't stand. I don't care if it's your mama and you don't like her. You're going to need somebody. So don't sit there and be rude because there's no point in you sitting there being rude because eventually you're gonna need them. Or they're gonna need you. Let's just see what you do. I will never be one to tell somebody no if I got it. If I got it and you need it, you got it. Right? But then again, let me be very clear here. If I got it and you need it and you treated me right, you got it. But let me say something. I totally understand God wants you to treat everybody kind, fair, and humble. I understand that. But let me be very clear with something. I refuse. And I'm Lord knows I'm not being disrespectful. Because I done been in them shoes before, right? Where I had to help someone. I didn't want to help. And I was fighting it. I was fighting it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. It was actually my father, actually. And I was like, I didn't like the way my father treated me. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now remember, it's me and my sister. I have an older sister. Remember that, right? Now with me having an older sister, my sister does not do any of the things that I do for my parents. She just refuses to do it. So I tell you guys, me and my sister are opposites all day. Okay. And so I was fighting it. I was like, I don't want to do this because of the way he treated me. God told me if you don't sit down and be humble and do what I'm telling you to do, you're not gonna like it. So I had to help my dad. I didn't want to. I had to help my mother. I didn't want to. These were things that I did not want to do, but it was not in my control. And I fought it. I fought it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I shouldn't have to. And look, I am the daughter that will try to make anything easier for both of them because I know that they are getting older. Oh, that part's getting over, baby. You might want to get over. So you help somebody because the way that they treated you, right? Because I was going to say, get me wrong, I'm not doing nothing, but that's out of my control. If God tell me you are meant to help this person, even though how they treated you, you are meant to do it. There's no way I can say no. Now I may not want to do it, but God gonna make it to where He makes me do it. You understand what I'm saying? I believe in when you do something for somebody, it should you should do it out of the kindness of your heart and not to speak on it in a way of, oh my goodness, I just had to help her with her kids, or oh my goodness, I just had to help her job. No, I feel like it should just be. I'm just using it as an example. It should be something that is genuine, and you go to people because you need help. So I don't go to you to bash me. I don't go to you to diss me. I don't go to you to do none of those things. I'm coming to you because you know I need help. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if I had a next door neighbor and she had a child and no one went to the same school she did, and she was like, "Hey, can you pick my daughter from school?" Yeah, you got it. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with when you can do something, you can. But my thing is, people get offended when you tell them, "Hey, I can't do it." Then all of a sudden, you become this and you become that. Then that's when you probably gonna end up saying, "Didn't I just help you last week with something?" You understand? Like you gotta understand. Sometimes people can't always help you. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Sometimes basically people can't always help you when you need it in that moment. Because sometimes what you may need, somebody doesn't have, or somebody don't got, or somebody can't give you the time or a ride, or express some change or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people genuinely just don't have it to give it to you. And that's not where you say, oh, you this and you that. How the hell you cussing me out, but you need help? Like, wait a minute, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, you gotta be respectful. You understand? And I made it on the highway. And I'm almost up to my job. Look at God. I just never want someone to be ashamed. And plus, that's another thing that I feel in school. A lot of kids, I don't know why kids have this mindset. But let me say something. When I need help, excuse me, I don't understand. Excuse me, I need help. I was never one of them kids that felt embarrassed because I needed help with something or I didn't understand something. I tell my son all the time, I'm not gonna tell you what state I'm in. Unfortunately, I'm not. I tell my son all the time, the same question that you may have for your teacher, surprisingly, you would be totally surprised how many more kids want to know the same question that you have. So I always tell him, never be embarrassed of it. I would rather sit up there and somebody be like, "Oh my goodness, you look crazy," because that's the question you asking. But if we have a test, I get it right, you get it wrong. So baby, obviously that question that I needed help with, baby, so did you. So you might want to sit down and be humble. I remember in school, I was this boy that always bothered me. I was in high school. This boy stayed bothering me in my biology class. I was like, brother, what are you doing? And he would be like, oh, you do it, you dumb, you stupid, whatever, whatever. Finals came around, right? So teacher was telling us to partner up with people if you had need help in anything. Because finals was coming up. Strategically, the same boy that was, oh, you dumb, oh, you stupid. I sat in class, I never forget it. I had my biology book open and I seen a shadow. So I was like, I'm like, what? I'm like, you here to bother me again? He was like, nah, I just got to ask you a question. I'm like, what's up? He was like, can you help me? His final was coming up. I was like, sure. And he ended up actually apologizing. So I thought it was cute. And he was like, I'm sorry, for calling you, dumb and stupid and stuff like that. I was like, it's okay. And he actually passed his biology test. So shout out to you, babes. So I tell him, just be careful. Just be careful with who you have in your spaces, who you have in your circle. That's all. But I'm never going to tell my son to be embarrassed or ashamed to ask for help or to help someone because I believe that you're never too good to help somebody. I don't give a damn who you are, how much money you got. You're never too good to help somebody. I don't care. That's just the mindset that I have. If I got it, you got it. That's just simple as that. I think it's gonna pour down rain. Y'all know what I actually wanted for lunch? Shockingly, I actually wanted Chipotle, but of course not. And plus, I wanted to cook today. Jesus help my life. But I'm literally trying to go into my second job. Like I'm not even lying. I'm literally trying to go into my second job. I know if my mom won't let me, but I know yesterday she was like, no, I know I gotta, make no doctor and no doctor's appointments don't open at 5 o'clock and ain't that some his doctor's appointments open until 8:30. That's crazy. I was like, bro, that's mad late. Oh, that car's coming too fast. No, thank you, boo. I know when to slow my ass down. I think that the kids have a half a day today. I'm gonna have to text the teacher and ask him because I swear to you, on their school calendar, it says it. I don't get it. I think these kids just, I don't know. But my job about to be tight because I'm gonna have to start now and leave at 12 o'clock because I gotta get him from school. And even if so, I still would have had to leave 30 minutes early because I got to pick him up from school and not my mom. So, because remember, she brought him to school yesterday and picked him up from Winkman, and she bringing him to school today. So I feel like her getting over from school, that's not fair to her. So I'm not gonna do that. Plus, my mom had broke her. My mother broke her kneecap. Her kneecap wasn't me. I can't remember. It was one of them. Don't judge me because I damn sure never forgot. My goodness, every time I come over here, it sounds like somebody is throwing something on my car, or it sounds like somebody is throwing something from off of the highway, and that should be making me nervous as hell. But I'd be scared. So I'm just trying to figure out. So they're gonna be tight because I'm clocking in right now. Bye, y'all. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, but I gotta go. Let me see. Let me look right here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I got her school calendar right here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out because it says it right here. Oh, they do. I'm gonna have to go in now, but I don't. I gotta go, you guys. I'll let you know how my day went and getting him and picking him up and dropping.